Hello again, and I missed you so much last week, but welcome back to another week of Me First Interpretive Life Coaching with Mary Fidelio. Again, week in and week out, I'm doing these videos. I'd love to hear from you to see how you're enjoying them. Like, share, and subscribe if you have a YouTube channel. This week we're going to dance in conversations with, if you can recall, the lovely saying of sticks and stones. And we're going to be playful this week and do a little rhyme there that, you know, in schoolyards it was like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, you know what? Words do hurt you. And I'm inviting you this week to heighten your awareness with respect to exactly how critical words are in the way that we share of ourselves, or even in the thought process of what it is that you're communicating to yourself when you're sitting there manifesting and creating a bigger and more abundant life for yourself. So here are some of the ouch words that took me a while, but I have bumped them out of my vocabulary. I try not to, there's the word right there, try not to use things. So be careful. Try is always pretty much setting yourself up for a polite way to excuse yourself as to why it is that you didn't make it through, right? And you don't try to go to the washroom. You get your cramp and you go, right? And I'm being very vulnerable and organic here and just telling it like it is this week because it's that critical. In the same way that if we're sharing a story that doesn't sit well with ourselves, and we huddle in our friendships and we sit there and we say, well, apparently they said that they had something else to do. Well, the word apparently already invites people to having the doubt about what it is that you're looking to communicate. So you've amplified it. You've made your point quite clear that you are in disbelief and you've already sold that disbelief, right? It's the same with, for example, I've never ever really got my head wrapped around the English language, to be quite honest, because look at the word stupendous. Stupendous is supposed to like embellish something, that it was ridiculously great kind of thing, right? But the first root part of it is like stupid. So why would I even want to make a point of using that in my vocabulary? It just doesn't even feel right to come off of my lips. Another word that, again, it's used over and over with respect to heightening how great something is, but I feel that it really tears it down more than anything, and that's, you are unbelievably beautiful. So am I, or am I not? Like, I mean, it's just really, really, really listen to yourself. And if it means taking one of those really quick recorders and recording how it is that you communicate to your loved ones, even thinking out loud, or if you're about to do a presentation, make sure that you're speaking into it and practicing how it is that you want to come about, right? Another word, these are just little nuggets that I'm giving you to take away with you and see if it plays, or if it even says anything for you, right? The word but. I get corrected on that all the time. So it's like, and speaking in the first person as well. So you're always speaking from your own experiences. And instead of like sitting there saying, I want to take a vacation in November, but I can't do it because I can't get the time off work, or I'm too broke to do it. Well, it would sound so much more empowering with respect to saying I'm going to go away in November, and replacing that but with an and creates a possibility for you. Lastly, this really, really was a phenomenal, if you're still not sold on the lesson that I'm giving here this week, I wanted to share with you in the years of when I was coaching soccer and how we were taught, because as soccer coaches, we're encouraging, we're creating characters, we're empowering children to be able to develop their skills and move forward and make them feel great about themselves, regardless of what their efforts were. And I was dealing with, children that were as young as 3 with absolutely no skills behind them. They didn't move worth anything, but you had to have them believe that they had actually put that effort through. So therefore, if the ball was rolling by them, it would be like, great, try. Maybe next time you can try with your left foot. And then it just sort of like startles them. But the visual lesson that we were taught from another pro coach was where he paired us up in couples. And he had us face each other. And we were instructed to raise our arms like so. And he literally instructed one of us to speak to the other in a very negative form, belittling us, being ruthful with our words, with absolutely no filter whatsoever. And the person that was receiving all that negativity was instructed to raise up and try to resist the person that was verbally abusing us while they were pressing down. And you could tell physically to the naked eye that as that person was speaking low of you, you did not have the strength to resist and fight back and retaliate to life and get through it, right? And it's the same on the field. If you're speaking to a child or anybody, or even in life, if you're speaking to someone in an ill manner, they're not receiving your message. Then the lesson went further, and then we were told to do the reverse, to keep with the resistancy, but now instead of speaking in such an ill manner with absolutely no filter, we were instructed to speak to each other in an empowering way. And you could see the strength and the force and how resilient and how much more empowered the person was. So language is really big in the equation of life. And language really is incepted with the very first thought that comes through your mind. So be very careful on how it is that you're speaking to yourself and then delivering through to others. I love you so much. I really hope that this resonates with you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Peace out.